It's another edition of Time About the Movies. We are at May 18th, 1990, and we've got two movies we can look at today. Two noticeable movies featuring some of the biggest stars of Hollywood at the time. So let's go ahead and start with the first one. Mel Gibson and Goldie Hawn in the action comedy Bird on a Wire.
And Goldie Hawn team up to star in Bird on a Wire from Badham Cohen, directed by John Badham, the director of War Games, Short Circuit, and Stakeout.
It happened one night when, after 15 years...
Rick, is that you?
Yes, hey, Rick, let me in, will you?
How do I know it's you?
Coffee, open the damn door.
Mary Ann Graves discovered an old flame.
Oh, what the hell are you doing here?
Me? What the hell are you doing here?
Being shot in the butt.
Had never died.
You get lost in your plane, you're reported missing, presumed dead. I attend your memorial service and I cry the tears of a grieving widow. Until one day, I pull into a gas station and you're alive with people chasing you. And you ask me to look at your butt?
Now...
Oh, God! Oh, God, give it to me!
You did it.
Do I get to know what's going on or do I just get killed for old time's sake?
they've got a lot of catching up to do.
Since when did you start wearing underpants?
But they better do it quick before the bad guys catch up with them.
Oh, you gotta break my damn legs. I haven't had a girlfriend in 5 years.
Really?
Yeah, Mr. Wiggly's been on bread and water for 5 long years.
Oh, my God! Oh, my God! Oh, my God!
What's eating you?
Calm down. I just took a shower with a cockroach from hell. He's in there doing his hair right now.
Mel Gibson, Goldie Hawn.
I think we lost him.
Where are we?
There we are.
Huh?
We're in the railway tunnel.
Oh, where the hell are we?
Bird on a Wire.
John Badham is, of course, the director whose work you should be very familiar with from his work from such noticeable films as Saturday Night Fever, War Games, Blue Thunder, Short Circuit, Stakeout. He would later do stuff like The Hard Way, Point of No Return, Nick of Time. The first movie he did was Bing Along Traveling All-Stars and Motor Kings. But this was a pretty big movie at the time. Of course, you have Mel Gibson, who was one of the biggest action stars in the world at the time. Goldie Hawn, I mean, she was still a draw at the box office back then, but she was still a noticeable entertainer at the time, so it kind of made sense to combine both of these actors together into this movie, and we get kind of a similar, kind of a Smokey and the Bandit-esque type of action comedy. It's a comedy that I think does work well enough because the chemistry between both Gibson and Goldie Hawn works so well. But, yeah, it's a very formulaic script. It's a script that you can kind of tell what's going to happen, the twists and turns as it happens, the elements of comedy, the elements of action that they have here. They're done very well here. There's nothing too special about this movie, and I think it did just enough to warrant enough of an enjoyable factor to it to make it a pretty good action comedy. I like Mel Gibson and Goldie Hawn working off each other. I think the action sequences are pretty good. I think it's a pretty good movie. It's an action film that doesn't ask a whole lot, but it gives you a lot of entertainment value. One notable thing about this movie is that this was actually the last movie to use the original Universal logo that had been used for the studio for over 20 years, because the next week Back to the Future Part 3 comes out, and that introduces the newest logo that would be there for 8 years, the 75th anniversary logo. But so that's an interesting note there, and we'll delve into Back to the Future 3 next week, because that comes out next week, so. But, yeah, Bird on a Wire, good movie, doesn't really ask a whole lot, but it gives you just enough to be very entertaining, a very good movie, very fun action comedy. If you haven't seen it, I'd say definitely check it out, especially if you like watching the old school Mel Gibson action movies like this. You definitely get your money's worth, so that's Bird on a Wire. Let's go ahead and move on to the second of the big new releases, and that is Robin Williams in the comedy Cadillac Man.
Ben, thanks. Benson, Benz. 300E Benz.
Joey O'Brien loves to sell cars.
Benz. Mercedes Benz. Right now you're probably thinking, hey, this is not the car for me. But with a touch of one button, max headroom.
I'm talking emotional support. Emotional? Can you afford that?
Yeah. Want to make it happen, huh? This emotional thing you want?
And he loves
Why?
too many women.
Yeah.
You know when you want something, you gotta go out there. You gotta take it like a shark.
Well, that's how I should take you from underneath.
Oh,
Why'd I ever leave you, Tina?
we were asked for it. Do you remember why?
Now, he has a little explaining to do.
I want to know how many times you did done. I don't want to know where. I don't want to know how.
Her too, and my wife and his wife? How the hell you got time to make a living?
Joey, what's he talking to you, Joey? This is true?
Oh, come on, Lisa.
Lisa? I knew you were doing a Lisa, Joey.
What's that make it? 4? How many girls you got? Yeah, Lisa's my daughter.
You got a daughter, Joey. You probably got a wife, too.
No, wife? No wife, no, ex-wife.
He's a busy boy, you're Joey. You're very busy boy.
Madonna,
What?
Tina, Chuck, and all that.
Lila. L-I-L-A. Lila.
Lila, listen, there's an explanation for this. There really is. Oh!
Robin Williams, Tim Robbins,
You got a lot of girls. It's easy for you. It ain't easy.
Cadillac Man.
Another movie that I think works well because of the people they've got involved here rather than the actual script. I mean, there is a pretty good idea here. There are some very funny moments in this movie, but it is a very formulaic script. It is a script that you can kind of tell where everything's going to happen. But what really puts it over to another level is the cast. I think Robin Williams is terrific in this movie. You also have Tim Robbins. You also have Pam Reed, Annabelle Sciorra, Fran Drescher, Judith Hoag, who would play April O'Neil in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Lauren Tom, who would go on to become a prolific voice actor on shows like King of the Hill, Futurama, and Codename Kids Next Door. Just a great cast of this movie that works really well. There are good funny moments in here. Maybe not a whole lot, but there are definitely a lot of good moments in this movie that I think really puts this up to a bit of a higher pedestal than what it would have been if they had gotten other actors besides the people that they got in this movie. Also of note here, something I found out that was very interesting, I found this out after Robin Williams passed away in 2014, is that I mentioned that Judith Hoag in this movie, who plays April O'Neil in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, apparently she got all the information and all the little things that she needed to know about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and to play this character April O'Neil through Robin Williams. Robin Williams apparently was a big fan of the Ninja Turtles, and he actually helped her out because they were filming this movie, I believe, before they were shooting Ninja Turtles, or might have been the other way around. But I thought that was interesting of note here, and it's just like, just another reason why Robin Williams was such a part of people's childhood, because he loved stuff like this. He liked the Legend of Zelda, which is why I think he named his daughter Zelda after the Legend of Zelda games. So, just another one of the many reasons why Robin Williams was such an important part of people's childhoods and all that. Because this is the guy guy who was not only a great comedic actor, a great actor overall, just a great entertainer overall, but he also had a hand in people's childhood favorites. I mean, nothing more you can say about Robin Williams that hasn't already been said already. As far as Cadillac Man goes, it's a good movie. Not one of his better ones, but still a very enjoyable film. I liked it a lot. And with that said, that's going to wrap up another edition of Time About the Movies. Next time we do this, we finally jump into the summer of 1990, or as I'd like to call it, the copycat summer, because 89, of course, was a game changer for the summer movie season, and for the next couple of summers, you would see Hollywood studios trying to copy the success of the 89 season by placing certain movies on specific dates to kind of repeat the success of the previous year. And we'll delve into those as we get to the weeks of the summer, but it'll start with the next episode as we talk about Back to the Future Part 3, which was, of course, the last chapter in the Back to the Future trilogy, and the first major movie release of the summer movie season. So we'll do a full episode review of it next time around, so I hope you're here to check that out. But other than that, though, thank you guys for watching, and if you want to see more videos like this, check out the playlist on the next page, check out the previous episode, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for another new episode. So thank you guys for watching, see you guys tomorrow, and until then, take care.